And we're live. Television Gamer is first today. And Char. Jim. Sure are. Cannabis Kid. Opposite Possum. Yeah, it won by. Well, there was only 11 votes in my impromptu poll. But Tarmin still won by like 70 something percent of the vote. So. Jericho. We're going to start in war area. Some retro guy. Irishman. Did I say Irishman? Oh, okay. My bad. Good thing you mentioned something. I didn't even look. I didn't even bother. My bad. I forget to look sometimes, guys. There we go. Hey, Retro Creep. What's up, man? Yeah, doing okay, man. No one in that door. While I minimize a couple things. Bring that back up. There we go. An axe. We'll take that axe. Nothing. Where do we want to go first? Well, arrows, that's a good start. Really? That guy killed us, of all things? That was lame. I don't want to start in blue. Our odds are not high. I mean, I could survive in blue, but, you know. Do I want better odds, or does it really matter? You know, I don't know. Is there any enemies around? Then we'll open these. Hoping for some help, and we don't get it. Oh, a potion might be okay. Could be help early on. Go across the street. And nothing. Oh, so where am I going? Let's see. Let's see what all the other directions are. Oh, hello there. So that's hallway. That's actually not the hallway. But I know where we're at, though. I know the type of room this is, so. What's up? Yep. We get to play some Tarmin today. No guarantee I'll win, because we're playing it on hard mode. You never know. We won a couple weeks ago when we played, so. Getting more arrows early is important, but what's more important is getting a book. And to get a book, we need to open packages. And these packages haven't had what we needed. Now, I'm going to go back to where we started at, because I wanted to check out what was in a certain direction. Which was this way? No, this wasn't it. Oh, this is a whole nother area this is leading off to. Oh, it's leading off to one of these. Okay. Yeah, I should do that. And I have done that, but I hate to do that. Because packages have good things inside. It's almost impossible to win on hard mode unless you get one of those books. Oh, crap. If he throws another shot, I think I'll just use the potion. I still haven't learned my lesson about using the packages because I find what's in them more important.
And if you want a real man, you know what I'm talking about? Texas size. Texas size, if you will.
And another axe. How strong is that one? Is that yeah. How many arrows do I got? I used to collect, and I used to have this game with box and manual, but I don't have any of that stuff no more. It's all gone, unfortunately. So now I just use ROMs and a flash cartridge. Is this the same one or a different one? Because sometimes I could have just went in a circle is what I did. I think I went in a circle. There's nothing in here, then I probably went in a circle. But I have been in some levels where there's been two rooms like that are identical. I thought I saw a second direction that wasn't the hallway. And I had to go through a door to get there, but maybe I'm mistaken. Yeah, I could rebuy it someday, but as of now, we are not doing so. But I could. Are we done with this area? Let's find out. We did that already, right? Yeah, because I left that behind. Hallway. Tan gate. Okay, we weren't in here. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. We got lucky last week, and I was able to beat it. Maybe I was here. Maybe I wasn't here. Maybe both ladders are behind. That's this. Okay, I guess we're taking the gate. Come on, book. Book. No book. It's not a good start when you can't get a book. Because it's going to take way too long to level up if you don't get a book. Arrow count? 1, 2, 3. No book. Come on, book. Ah. Arrow count? 1. Arrows in hard mode is not fun either. Yeah, you're right. Did I forget to open these 2 doors in the previous floor? I don't remember. I may have. How many arrows do I have? No arrows and only 4 throwing items. Whatever, I do memorize some of the patterns. Whenever you're in a room that's like this, then you're always in a, right next door is always a room like this. I'll get a fresh bow. These weird levels where everything just goes around a corner, then around another corner, then around another corner, then around another corner. It happens sometimes. Like, I hate to get rid of my bow or anything, but we're out of arrows, right? No, we actually have a few arrows. Shoot. Oh, wait a minute. I just remembered something. Something I always forget. Always forget. Every time I play this, I forget this. Put it in my shield slot since I don't have a shield. I forget to do that every single time we play. Blue gate. I mean, that's not the worst case scenario to go through that blue gate. But it'd be better if our health was over 20. And our health is not over 20. David. Was I already in this hallway? I don't remember. A lot of the areas look alike in this one. Are these rooms that I've already been into? Probably. Because we could be done with this area. Then I have to debate to take the gate or not to take the gate. I think I was... No, I wasn't in here already. But I already have that. A helmet. Okay. .3D print. .21. A little bit better for going through the blue gate. A little bit better. Now, have I already been in here? I think so, with all these bows on the ground. So our last thing to check is just to check over here. Then I think we're done. And this looks all familiar, so... I'm going to take the blue gate and just see what happens. Well, that left, it only took it up, what, 7? Right? Or I wasn't paying attention. I guess it's better than nothing. Let's open these packages. We need a book. No book. Come on, book. Key. Well, I guess we'll take a key. There. On floor 1. Silent and welcome. We're not starting out good because we're already in our third area of level 1, and still no books. But we have a scroll for a backup. So now I can get rid of another throwing item because we can also eventually work on other stats. really, really hurts not to have a book. I'm telling you. Yeah, but my scroll is my backup attacking weapon. So I would prefer to have the scroll, because it's a blue scroll is multiple use. I have arrows. Okay, well, we gotta throw big. And he almost got me. Arrow count? No arrows. Hallway. Which way was I going? Let's see here. We'll try here. Remind me what the glance button is. I do have an overlay, but I don't have it on at the moment. Was I already in this room? I don't think so. Well, I don't know. Far bottom right and bottom button. Wish I could use it right now, or like around a corner there. Oh, hello there. I took my risks there, and that was a bad risk to take. But we took the risk. Jesus, how many of these guys are there? Just loaded with these guys. Better not get off the beaten track, or I'll lose track of where I was. See, look how many enemies I just fought. And look how far I leveled up. Not very far. Without having a book attached, it's like a death sentence. You're not getting nowhere. It's terrible. Yeah, I don't have a lot of luck with the back button. Key. I mean, it has saved me, but I've died more than it saved me. I'm trying to escape an attack. Yeah, and magic ring would be nice too, yes. Maybe I should use the quick glance, but I never do. I just find turning around just as fast. Oh, we're back here again. Okay. Where am I going? Drop the goods. Oh, that's the luck factor in this game. Will it drop what you need to win, or will it not? Because I don't got all night. Because I'm not gonna dare. I probably won't have enough time to sit here and go past the Minotaur, and keep going further down and further down. But I find that once you're past the Minotaur, and if you're not already in good shape, you're not going to get in good shape, because by that time the enemies are tougher, things are going chaotic. We're just going to take that gate. You might as well just give up at that point. Here, and this will be the last gate, because there's a space between the next area. This is the last gate for this area. A ring. There we go. It's a step up. Not the best ring, but not the worst ring. I did that once. And I have a live stream of it. It was a while back, though. Has it been 2 years now? I don't know. 1 year, 2 years? Probably 2 years. It could have been longer. I don't know. I lost track of time. And I always thought if I ever did the 256 floor challenge, it had to be on an easier difficulty. But somehow, I did it on the hardest difficulty. And I almost didn't make it. I mean, it was such a close call. I almost screwed it all up. And somewhere in the 200s, it was going down south quickly. I made a couple bad judgment calls. Here's the area I like. The Hall of Doors, I call this. Okay, nothing in there. Let's see, what side is the secret wall on? The other side. Yeah, nothing there. Yeah, they expect you to cook, I guess. I guess they think you're going to have a campfire. Come on, book. Nope. Come on, book. Potion. Well, at this point, I think we're okay. That I don't need the potion. That'll be my famous last words, of course. Actually, what were my arrow count? Yeah, leveling up your war is easier, I've noticed. See, if I try to do the same thing with my scroll without a book, it'll hardly budge. But if I do it with arrows, it actually goes up a little bit. So behind every hall of doors is something like this. It's not always the same shape. There's some that just go straight in. We did this already. But did I do these? No. That means I may not also did this one. Same ring or better ring? Better ring. Nice. Come on, last chance book. Ugh. Not last chance, but last chance in this area. Notebook. Wait, one more chance.
You must not read from the book!
Potion is already exposed, so that means I've been here. So we might be done here. We did that already. Gotta find the closest ladder, which I don't remember. Hey, we missed something. Now I'm not leveling up on my war. Would you? It'll come in handy later in the game, but right now, I don't find it that handy. You may yell at me for it, but so be it, you know. I've beaten this game plenty of times on hard mode now that I can say that I passed up plenty of potions and I've still won, so. Now? No, I disagree because we just got the things. We got those rings, so. I think any enemy between now and a few floors down isn't gonna do much. From my experience, anyway. This 4-way corridor is so confusing. Because which way did I start? Which way was I going? And now there's more doors that look identical to the ones we just at. I'll take the backup scroll, but I won't use it right away. Doors that lead to doors that lead to doors that lead to doors. Wait a minute. Okay. Which way was I going? I lost track of which way I was going. Was it here? Or was I going this way? Crap. I don't remember. Hey, 8-bits. We're lost in Tarmin, I think. Let's see. Go this way. We don't want that. Of all things we don't want that. I thought there would be no more gates. I was wrong. There is one more gate. Now, is there 2 more gates or just 1 more gate? Let's go find out. Just 1 more gate. And book. But we have no arrows. So it won't do us no good right now. So I'm not going to put it on yet, just in case we find the one that works for the scroll.
Hold it. Nobody said anything about 3 books.
Now we got to go pick up a scroll that I dropped earlier because now we broke one. Where's that guy's head at? I think he lost his head. I think that means that there's something behind him whenever their heads are missing. Ooh, what do we have here? Oh, weaker ring. I guess since I have some arrows, I'll use the book. But the arrows won't last long. Yeah, but it does help, though. Oh, there's a scroll. What about ring? Better ring. Nice. Arrow count? 3. Terrible. Anything around the corner? Nothing around the corner. And the other book. So we could be switching out books before we know it. blue scrolls last longer. Yeah, but if we run out of our arrows and I run out of throwing items, you gotta switch books. You just gotta. There's there's no other choice really. I think we was already here. Arrows are not being too kind to us now, so I'm gonna take the ladder finally. Where do we want to go? Where are we? This is one of those bizarre areas. Is this the Hall of Doors? We'll start at the end of the Hall of Doors. Then we'll work our way back. This is a different style of Hall of Doors because it's got deeper doors in it. One arrow, and I don't think that arrow will kill him. So just for this one, well, that's not what I wanted. I wanted this. He's strong. We are in a mixture area. So that means you can have physical enemies and spiritual enemies. If you're in the brighter green area, that's just war enemies. If you're in the blue, that's just spiritual enemies. And then right now we're in a mixture. Gee, another one of these guys. These gray enemies. Oh, I gotcha. Still waiting to use my last arrow. One arrow. Okay, which way do we want to go first? Let's check out this one first. Which is going to lead me all to a whole nother area. Maybe I can use my arrow on this guy. That wasn't enough. Well, so I'm going to use my book now. And we're just going to use scrolls for a while. Nice shield. So this is a dead end. Okay, let's go back the other way. And now let's go this way. Food. Necklace. We're getting lots of food. Man, being in the middle of a hallway kind of sucks because you don't know where to start. You almost want to go to the end and come back. Which leads somewhere as well. Yeah, it's not bad. I always forget which one of those side doors you can have extra space in it or not, and some don't. I just came right back here, didn't I? Oh, it's because we're going around this way. That's right. Okay, I had already forgotten. God dang it, I already forgot what I was doing. That's right, because I decided not to be in the halfway point when we came back. Oh, hello there. Pink ant. But even with a blue book, sometimes you still don't level up that quickly. A tan gate. It took me a long time to memorize half these tricks. But we were playing this like a few years ago. We were playing it like every other day until I beat it on hard mode, and that took weeks, if not longer. Maybe I should have kept it. I debated it. I debated keeping it, and I decided nope. Maybe later I will. Yeah. Green takes away from your spiritual, which is bad, because you don't want that. Ooh, an attacking book. That's a 9, and that's 11. A weaker shield, no thanks. I think just like the arrow trick, if you use a small scroll, it helps with leveling up. Even better. There we go. I don't like using the arrow trick. I feel like it's cheating. But then again, I'll do the same darn thing with a scroll and not feel any guilt behind it. Because we all look at things differently, I guess. Where am I going? What am I doing? Where did I go? What am I doing? I just forgot where I'm going. I just got turned around. Hypocrite. How about hippogriff instead? Yay, Holodors. More arrows just in case. I'm debating on taking that scroll. Attacking book. It's one of those dilemmas where you think, well, I don't need two bows right now, and then as soon as you need one, then the one you have breaks it right away. Same thing with scrolls. Like if I take this and get rid of the white scroll, then it might break quicker because it's stronger. If you have a book for health and then you use the book for magic, the book for health goes away. You can only have one on at a time. So, unfortunately, we don't have it no more. But since we were out of arrows, it was worth the risk of doing it because we need to get our spiritual up anyway. Yeah, they do. Especially on my TV, capture probably isn't the best either. And move to England. Interesting. Ooh, 27. Get rid of that 21. Did I miss a door? Let's see, this is probably the hallway. Hallway. I unfortunately don't have any stories like that. I don't get out much. So behind the holo doors is usually always some kind of thing. There it is. And on one side or the other will be one door that opens. And I never know which one it's going to be. There we go. Nothing there though. And we was just here, so we don't need this. Let's go further. A blue book, which is useless now. So we will leave it. And I think we was already here, so I think we're done here. But let's see if there was anything in the hallway. Let's get back out of the hallway. Was there any gates at all? Probably not. No gates. I think this led to one. Level 1, 2, 3, 4. Ring we already have. Tank crossing? We can't though. At the moment, unless we find another book. We'd have to find another war book. So only if we find another war book. Giant. Food. get lost in these doors, I tell ya. Okay, that just goes to the hallway. Okay. So we need to go across. That's right. Let's see. That goes somewhere else, but I don't know if it's a wise idea to go this way. I might get lost. See, I'm going to get lost because now there's another four-way over here. Let's go back so I don't get lost. Because I think we were heading this way. We can come back later. Oh, wait. Now we can go the other way. A pink? That's pink and not purple, right? I believe this one helps me find better objects. There is a Tarmin cheat sheet that you can find online. And it has all the potions listed, what they do. I believe it's the large pink one. Adds 10 to your spiritual health. While a large blue one will add 10 to your war health. Did you? Had no idea. Yeah, there's some Tarmin addicts out there. So there is something called the Tarmin cheat sheet. Here, I can show it off for a second here. There's only one thing missing from the cheat sheet. He forgot to add the snake enemy. Which one is actually showing this? I have so many things open here. Let's see, is it this one? That one. So let's there we go. Small blue, restore war and spiritual health. Small pink, find better objects. Small purple, monster's invisible, you don't want that. Large blue and large pink, you want those. You also don't want large purple. It swaps your war and spiritual, unless you're desperate and you need that. Best rings, best color, best armors, the special books, the enemies minus snakes. The old spreadsheet, yeah. Now where was I? Where were we going? I am so lost in this area. This area is dumb because it's it's bad luck that we have these areas that are just like this. They're like multiplied and they look the same. A blue gate, we don't want that. I don't believe we would want something like that this time. Is there a gate on this side? No, one gate only. I feel like I've been here already. Let's go to the next door. There we go. Ah, one of these areas. Alright. We are in bomb territory. I think we figured out that starting at level 3, you can start seeing bombs. So far, I've not seen any bombs before level 3. But I have seen bombs at level 3. Well, there's bombs and then there's super bombs. Well, we can take our first bribing thing. But what would I get rid of for the bribing thing? A bow, I guess? I don't know. Did I want to take a bribing thing? I don't know. Our find vital objects just turned off, so that's done. You know, you can find spell books, the good books inside packages. It's not common, but it can happen. A potion. But since we have a bribing item, I don't need another potion. We don't have so much room. Silent Auto would want me to take it. AZ Force. Basic idea, yeah. What's up? The cheat sheet helps. Yeah, but here's the problem. If my reusable weapons break, you know, we're kind of and don't find anymore, then that's bad too. Everything's bad in this game. No matter what you do, it's bad. Don't go through that. I almost went through that. I don't know how many times I think I'm fine. I got so many bows. I got so many reusable magic weapons. And then next thing you know, they break, another one breaks, and then another one breaks. And then you're screwed. I've had it happen so many times. You think, oh, I got plenty. And then everything breaks all at once. One shot. I've had one shot breaks before. You kill one enemy, and then next thing you know, your weapon breaks after one enemy. I found it on Atari Age, but maybe you could just Google Treasure of Tarmin cheat sheet. Maybe it'll bring up the Atari Age thread somewhere. Where am I going? I'm lost. Where's the ladder? One ladder. And it's where? We have to figure out where the ladder is. I don't know if we've seen it yet. Maybe we have. Oh, I am going away from it, aren't I? Now we're even with the ladder. I don't know if it was in a room. There it is. Not another level like this one. Hopefully. It's not too many of these. Oh, one thing I forgot to show on the cheat sheet. Here, it's at the bottom of the cheat sheet. It gives you some useful notes too, but every floor is going to be 4 of these smaller 5x5 grids glued together. But you never know which 4 it's going to be. Sometimes it could be 2 or 3 of the same ones glued together. I've had that before. Especially those ones where it feels like you're going in one door and then around a corner, then around a corner, then around a corner. One time I swear I had a whole floor that was like that. Just like I was just going around a corner and around a corner and around another corner. See that one there is like a hall of doors, and then that's a hall of doors. Then you get these ones that look like big squares, but and I think the what is it? Which one are the invisible ones? Is it the blue doors are visible, the green doors are secret. Okay. And you just never know which 4 it's going to be. It's random. I do hate it when it's ones that just look alike that are connected together. No. Question right now is, where am I? I stopped for a second. Which way was I going? Which way wasn't I going? Because I stopped for a second. Wow. Big guy, then a big guy with a shield. Another thing to know is that if you collect enough treasure and you die, there's a chance you'll be resurrected. It's almost like you're paying the toll or something. Does it mention that in the cheat sheet? Let's see. Don't always listen to that. Sometimes you can level up really good before you get down there. No, it doesn't mention that here, but if you do get enough treasure score, you'll be resurrected. You might lose everything that's in your inventory, but you'll be resurrected. I'll be a tank until we get to the ghouls and wraiths. Then the tank disappears. Those are some nasty creatures, those ghouls and wraiths. If you're not strong enough, you're doomed. Thanks for the good armor. Oh, key? Can't attack with a key. You know what we haven't seen so far in this playthrough are any magic doors. I don't know if I like my odds in beating a magic door. But we haven't seen one. If you're John Book, who's John Book? Is that like John Wick? Still need to see those movies. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it was a blue door, maybe. But the problem with the blue door is that I wouldn't attack a blue door first. Because a blue door gives you the book to warp through walls. But if you can't see through walls, in my opinion, that book is pointless. Maybe it was already in here. Alright. Take care. See you next time. Hopefully I beat it. Good night. Is there any gates on this floor? Tan gate. Let's see if there's another gate, just for fun.
You don't know what you ask, traveler. My strongest potions will kill a dragon, let alone a man. You need a seller
Green gate.
that sells weaker potions.
You know what we're gonna do, guys? Is if I get my war health, spiritual health above, I need this cut out for my car. I already have that shirt, don't I? Green, yeah, green gate. I said if 40 or above, we're gonna use it. Wait. Green Gate. Green Gate takes for my spiritual. Yeah.
I've never been here before.
I'm going to take a quick little bathroom break. I'm going to be right back.
Ah! It's not hot!
I'll be right back.
It's like, oh my God, a cow, and we're gonna moo. Wouldn't it be funny if we like launched a chicken up in the air? So I don't give a shit about what anyone else thinks.
Well, that sound effect that you just heard a second ago, Jim, that goes for what you just said there. But I mean it in the nicest way. Hey, what's up? This is Advanced Dungeons and Dragons Treasure of Tarmin on the Intellivision. No items in that room. Anything around the corner? Nothing around the corner. Well, we can upgrade our bow.
Knock. Please let me in, Slick Rick! Please! No, baby doll. No space amount tonight.
Oops, I put that in the wrong spot. That goes there. That switches with that. There we go. Did that all wrong. Hello there. Or Pepsi? Backrooms? What does that mean? So I think we're... Yeah, I think I won in that one. I'm drinking a Pepsi as well. Diet Pepsi. Because So that's where we came in at. We came in over here. So let's see what we have here. Ooh, treasure. Oh, that. The new movie? I haven't seen a new movie in forever. Ooh, armor. I caught what you said there. I almost didn't catch it at first. Yeah, I'm so out of touch with new movies, though. I don't know. I have heard that there's a new He-Man movie, but I don't know if I like what I see so far. The one trailer I saw, He-Man seemed really I don't know, weak. I mean, not really weak's the word I'm looking for, but just silly jokes for no reason. Like modern banter, which seems lame. Big ol' Tanner. You can tell they're trying to push the movie to a younger audience. I heard some argument, people saying, "Oh, the old He-Man was slapstick." And I'm like, what are you talking about? He-Man was maybe it was a kids' cartoon, so maybe Orko did some silly things, but not like they're describing. But I do think there is some truth to the fact that we don't look at things in a modern mindset sometimes, because and what I mean by that is that we grew up in the 70s and 80s, and when our movies had interjected silly things like, hey, look, they're talking about video games. We play video games. Hey, look, they're playing an Atari game in this movie. They're playing an Intellivision game in this movie. But when we look at these movies from a modern mindset, we say, "Oh my God, they're throwing cell phones in there. They're throwing all kinds of modern iPods and stupid things." And I'm not describing this probably in a proper way. But boy, did I hate it when the first movie threw in like cell phones and things. Like, no, don't put that in the movie and have it be the focus. Hey, we have to use cell phones. They're a modern thing now. Let's try it. Ooh, that was good. 68. See what we did there? I don't even remember which movie it was when I first saw something like that. could have been. Was it? What's the Tom Cruise movie that's a remake of the '50s movie? What is that? The with the robots taking over, coming down, killing everybody. I think they did something like that in that movie. War of the Worlds, yeah. Because whenever there's a new invention, like smartphones, let's use those. That's what I hated about Scream. A good fashion horror movie, sometimes would use, startling things. Like back in our day, it was the old-fashioned telephones with loud-ass rings, ring, just to break the tension. And then comes Scream, and it's like beep 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 on the cell phone. It's like I'm like, no, don't do that. That's not scary. Good old-fashioned movie like The Omen or The Exorcist. You got your really loud telephones. I prefer that. Good old-fashioned, really loud rotary telephones or even push style. That's a real phone. I think what a bad horror movie does, it relies too much on jump scares and less on tension and atmosphere. Finally, an upgraded key. But do I open the package or do I not open the package? Yeah. Like, I feel, in my opinion, a good horror movie has a lot of tension and suspense. Like the ones we grew up with. Even my favorite stuff from like I'm a huge fan of Salem's Lot. Very big fan, and that has lots of tension and stuff. Even The Exorcist, The Omen. It's not all about jump scares. A good jump scare is still good regardless. But that shouldn't be what you rely on. It's just jump scares all the time. Never was scary. Super scary. Yeah. Yeah. It had its jump scares, but it still had a lot of tension. With the The kid slowly coming in up to the window. The mood, the music. I don't know if we need this book now. We already got our war up to 68. And we got to worry about our spiritual. I don't know if we need this book. I don't know if I should keep it as a backup. Because it's going to take a while to get our spiritual up again. What I could do is hold on to it, but get rid of the package. Well, no, actually, I should keep... Where are we at? Because we'll find more packages. Let's see what's in the package. Necklace. Hall of Doors. Hallway. Strangers. Yeah, I haven't seen a modern horror movie in forever. Been meaning to see so many of them, and I don't do it. Can't believe we haven't found even one magic door this whole playthrough. Usually we run across a few of them. Haven't run across even one. We're about overdue, I think. The last modern horror movie I saw was the remakes of Stephen King's It, which I did like. I just finally broke my scroll. I was wondering how long it was going to take for it to break it, and we finally broke it. That movie was better than I expected. A blue key. Wow, nice. Arrows. So what is the last modern movie I've seen? I don't know if I can name it. Have I seen anything since? The remakes of it? Yeah, I don't remember now. I don't remember what year I saw those. The Mandalorian? Yeah, I haven't watched any of The Mandalorian. No TV shows, no nothing. We just did this Hall of Doors, so we're done here. Right? I did, right? I think I did. Yeah, I just don't watch that anymore either. The last modern TV show I ever watched was probably some of Better Call Saul. But I never finished it. I watched a lot of it though. Since the day I turned off cable, which I think was 2010, I've only watched like one, two, 3.5 TV series. the, I watched Game of Thrones. That was the first one. I wanted to finally see what it was all about. And then I watched Breaking Bad after that. And then a little bit of Better Call Saul. I was way behind on both those shows. You know, actually, maybe I watched Breaking Bad first. Actually, I'm trying to remember which one I saw first. By the time I started watching Game of Thrones, it was season 7 had they were in the middle of season 7, I think. Or season 7 was just ending. That's how far behind I was on TV at all. And then I watched a few seasons of a show called Vikings, and that was it. Well, I didn't. Well, let's just say for seasons 1 through 7, I didn't get HBO. There are ways, there are things. I'm not gonna, I can't speak of those things live on stream or nothing, but there are ways. There are things. Yeah, I eventually stopped watching that show after a few seasons. I think around the season that Wrestler Edge finally appeared on the show is right around the time I stopped watching. We need a backup scroll. So I hate to get rid of a throwing weapon, but for the moment, we will get rid of that. You can always come back for it. Game of Chairs. Yeah, I was probably running around that time, probably. And I never finished Better Call Saul either. You know, I got through a few seasons and then that's when I stopped on that one as well. Even that show I felt was dragging on a little bit. There's way too many rooms that look like this right here. So it's really confusing. Other side. Nice secret stash of arrows. Goblet of cookies. I could see that. Alright, now I think we're done here. Let's see if there's any gates. Because there won't be no gates for the next 2 floors. But that doesn't mean there will be a gate here. There is a gate. But I don't think we should take it. No, I don't think we should take it. There's one ladder. And it's in line with us right now. But it could be off the beaten path, though, just a tad. The game has been known to do that, too. We need to go behind the hall doors, maybe? There's the ladder. We survived a ghoul. Scary ghoul attack. Find better objects. We'll see. Did we come in from this way? Yeah, we did, didn't we? I already got that armor. Ooh, an upgraded breast armor, I think. Yep. Breastplate. I've already been here. Is this all familiar? Like we did all this, but I just want to make sure we went in both directions. Two ladders this time. We did all this. Time to find the ladder. So where are we at? Okay. 4 more after this one. I would be smart to pick up one of these to keep as a bargaining thing. There's like nothing I want to give away though. Ugh, just use it. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. So many decisions I could make and not make, and then one thing could be right, one thing could be not right. You know, I don't know. Problem is, there's just nothing I want to give away. You know. Wow, that that lasted 2 seconds. If you're fighting an enemy and he's too powerful, you can attack with a package, any type of package. The kind that need keys, the kind that don't need keys. And he'll take it as a bargain and you can step away from the fight. It's 100% guaranteed that they will let you step away no matter who the enemy is. As long as you're not already dead. But it's always the temptation. What's in the box? What's in the box? You know. I need to know what's in the box. There's too many things in those boxes that are helpful. This should lead out to the hallway, but there could be someone in between. What do we have here? Is this a better helmet? Yes. Tall orange. Tall orange. Tarmin cheat sheet says he doesn't have a shield. This could be our test, but then I don't have nothing to bribe. Let's see. Orange giant without a shield is a 57. We should be able to take him, no problem. We'll use this. We're stronger than him. But he is also strong, though. Hey, Hall of Doors. What are you hiding in there for? Nothing over there. Game is stingy sometimes. Indeed. We might be done here. No, we're not done here. Okay. This might be the missing area. Purple book. There we go. I'll open both these, right? Yeah, I think I did, yeah. Hall of Doors. Let's start at this end, because this will probably be the hallway. Where are we at now? If we get our spiritual a little bit higher this time, closer to 50, I think we should switch back over to war by then. So we do have the best spiritual book. I think I opened the other side. I forgot if I even opened it. Hey, orange giant with a shield. Ooh, a good ring. Very, very good ring. Oh, yeah. What does the cheat sheet say about rings? About that ring in particular. That was a red ring, but I think it was a small one. So only better rings would have been a large red and then the purples. Yeah, we got this. As soon as we're done with this floor, I am going to switch over to the war book. Because I think our spiritual should be high enough. Because I do believe while the Minotaur does attack both, I think he attacks higher chance of attacking at war, I think. You know, our armor just might be good enough for any attacks, even with our current health. Being at 50 would be the best. No, probably second best. Why are you taking all those, man? I think we was already in those. Okay, let's check the hallway. Are we done here? I think we're done here. Jim from Taxi. Oh no. Oh no. Hey, we're taking the gate. Can I take him? $76. Damn, that first shot though had me wondering. I would have used it if we gotten into more trouble, but we didn't get into more trouble. It would be nice to have another bow since I just switched over to using this now. I wish I would have saved some bows from earlier because this thing could break at any point, any moment now. And now we don't have any. What this game does a lot to you is that when you need something, they don't give it to you. When you're out of bows, you don't see any for a while. That's not always the case, but it does happen though. Wait, I just left here, right? And I went down here. Oh, okay, we didn't go in here. I don't think this one's better, but we'll look, yeah. doors. Oops. I picked that up. Yeah, that one goes all the way through. Scared the crap out of me, dude. Okay, I just hit too early. These guys are intimidating. They're so tall. What did I gain off that 1 point? Used to know someone who chased the dragon. His name was Randy Marsh. I'm back. I was just making a South Park joke. How's a yellow shield work? Ooh, better. I think we have this one already. Okay. Yeah, now that I want an extra bow, you notice that none are showing up. We'll get rid of one scroll so I can have a better, good throwing weapon. Do they? Eventually, on the playlist of games to replay that I've played before, will eventually be South Park: The Stick of Truth, and maybe South Park: The Fractured Butt Hole. Even though that one wasn't as good, but it was still fun. The first one had a better story. The second one was just easier. It made combat too easy in the second one. Well, I'm even farther out of the loop than you guys are for South Park. I'd say. Where was that one I said I turned around at? There. And my bow broke. Lovely. Could you be so kind, game, as to supply me with a no one? Okay. Since I don't have a bow, this is the kind of the time where we just need to, if we don't get a bow, we're not going to be able to level up, so it's not really worth it to face too many creatures. I'll face him because we'll open some packages, though. Ooh, platinum. Wait, did I go in this one already? I think I did. A purple spiritual book. Well, I guess it's now time to switch back. Now it is worth attacking again. Two areas identical, right next to each other. Once we find the ladder, let's get out of here. Is there one in here? Was there one next door in the opposite area that's identical? One ladder. It's in line with where we are now. There it is. Ooh, a gold claw. Goodbye, key. It's nice knowing you. $23, hey? I'm debating on how I want to attack the Minotaur. Which way did I come in from this area? It was down this way. Because the bow I just picked up, I just realized is really weak. So maybe we could use scrolls on him instead. Yeah. We'll see. We're only one floor away, so it's do or die time. Where am I? Where am I going? I'm lost. We need out of here. Might be time just to go down. Here, what I'll do is I'll pick that up and I'll open that. Okay. A second 23 book. You can throw a package on them, but just to escape. I don't think you can. I don't know if you can throw treasure anywhere. On any enemy, I don't think. Wait, treasure. What do you? You just mean the packages, right? Okay, a package. Okay. Yeah, I started thinking there's no reason to open anything right now. Had to open that one just to get out of here. I've seen it's not common, but I have seen the Minotaur be behind a hidden door. One time for sure was one of those runs we did a long time ago. Which run was it? Shoot. I don't know. We did a few of those kind of runs, you know. Some had points. Some we were just trying to beat the game. Other ones we had like agendas and things. But I remember the Minotaur being behind. A hidden door, and that was the only place where he was. What is that? Pink potion, find better objects, don't need it. Not necessary. A 15 bow? What do you think? $15 bow or a 23? See, with the 15 bow, we still got a 66 and a 69 to throw at him. So physical still might be the best way to go on him. Okay, where are you, sir? Was it just one single door we didn't go into that I decided let's go this way instead of that way? He was already here. He was probably already in here. In which door did I decide, let's not go that way yet, It's gonna take some backtracking here to find this guy. I think we checked those, yeah. I know I should. I know you're right. But now I don't feel like going back for it, though. Unless we just happen to run into it again. I think we're ready for him now. Where am I? Where is he? Where haven't I been? Almost drive me crazy, too. Where haven't I looked? Okay, we weren't here then. Nope. Nope. Is there just one hidden wall I missed? Or not even a hidden wall? I should have like my biggest throwing weapon ready, just in case. We open this, right? We open that. Holy cow, what did we miss? We have to double and triple check everything now. There's that bag. Okay, we'll open the bag. Nothing. Am I unfamiliar with certain hidden walls that I thought I was familiar with? And these just don't go nowhere, right? Yeah. Do we gotta check every wall everywhere now? Either can I. We're both in the suffering the same fate here. I wonder if there is a hidden wall that I'm not as familiar with. A hidden wall style. Yeah, I'm just as baffled as you are. I didn't actually go past the floor he was on, did I? Did I think I needed to go down one more and then I went past him, do you think? I don't know if anybody can rewind that footage, but I don't know if it'll show either. Okay. Maybe I'm not familiar with every hidden wall. Because we're just going in circles here. But where would that extra hidden wall be? I gotta start checking everywhere. I'm gonna get lost doing stuff like this when we were, or I wasn't done with where we were at. Back here again. Yeah. I'm not sure what to think either. It's just going around in circles. I told the story, huh? We might not have any choice in the matter. We might have to go down a floor. At this point, you know. Might not have a choice in the matter. Unless you can figure out where I haven't gone. Ready to go down a floor? Guess I have to. This is taking too long, so I think we just better go down a floor. But the problem is we don't know how many floors it's going to take us to find Mr. Minotaur. And in the meantime, we could run into some tough hombres that will murder us. The yellow door will probably kill us. Or is that the gold door? Tan? Wait, what color are the doors? I don't think so, man. We did a playthrough in hard mode once before. I destroyed a blue door very easily. We destroyed the next one up, which I think was the tan door, very easily. So I said, okay, I'll take a shot at the gold door. And I think I even had a bribing weapon on me. And he one-shot me. Completely one-shot me. Didn't even get a chance to bribe. Let's see if we can take on a wraith with a shield. Same hall of doors, different hall of doors. I was this close to bribing, but I said it looked like we were pretty close, so I didn't do it. We were. I thought I had at least one more shot in, so I didn't do it. Was a bit risky though. I'm just gonna take the ladder. I just switched shields and then I dropped what I picked up. Is I already here, or does this look like an area that we've already been in? Different. I wonder how many floors down we gotta go, because, you know, I don't know how many of these floors we need to investigate every square inch of. I need to use the bathroom, so I'll be right back. Right. Did I get turned around, or am I going the right way? A blue door, but we don't need a blue door. Because it won't let us see through walls. It might be time to go down the ladder. Wait, did we go through this one? Yeah, because... Oh, we started at this. Okay, we started at this. Don't know if I've ever started on that part before. This is the strongest door in the game, right? What do you think he's weak against? I don't think he'll one-shot me, but we have protection, so... Yeah. Couldn't do anything. That door is strong, boy. Did I break something? Because I'm... Oh no, I didn't break nothing. I'm just missing a bribing weapon. Excuse me. Yep. Yeah. Well, I hope we find the Minotaurs soon, because I don't want to play this all night, you know. Just don't know if he's going to be... See, it's a guessing game now. Will it be on this floor? Or will it be on the floor underneath this one? You know, it's all a guessing game now. You almost have to go through every room just to find out if he's going to be here. A platinum bow, huh? Alright. See, the door we need is the tan door. That'll let us see through walls. That's the second best item for us to have. I mean, that we... is the second best one would be the warp through walls, but like I've said, if you can't see through them, then the warping through walls is pointless. It was already here. It was probably already here too. Are we done with this floor? No, we didn't go through here. So there was two doors, two ladders that we saw. One was in the Hall of Doors, and Or maybe there's two? No, wait, it wasn't. Maybe it wasn't in the hall of doors. It was past it over here. There it is. Okay, maybe this will be the floor. There he is. You ready? There we go. We did it. Ah. So, let's see here. So, he was 5 floors below the 12, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so we had to go down 5 floors. Do we know if that's a thing? If you have if it's a certain number below the bottom before you see him again? I wonder. I don't know if there's any if there's any fact to that or not. Because, we haven't done too many streams where I've gone below the bottom floor. If I did, it was like two or 3 years ago, probably. Because lately we've been able to beat the Minotaur on level 12. The last so many times that we played, or he beat me, and then I decided to give up. I think that was just a few months ago. I thought I was in good enough shape, but the Minotaur destroyed me, killed me, and then my health just started going lower, and it's like, lost all my weapons, lost all my books, and then my health is going lower, and I decided, it's too late, it's over. Alright, guys, so tomorrow is Thursday. Tomorrow we're going to continue with our Paper Mario The 1,000-Year Door playthrough. Excuse me there. Now, Friday, we don't have anything planned for Friday yet. But then Saturday, I promised I would do game show games on the Commodore 64. But I wonder what I should do on Friday. Yeah, I was strong enough, yeah. I wonder where he was. I wonder where he was. I wonder. I wonder if there's just something in the programming where maybe just on rare occasions he won't show up. I don't know. Or there's just one hidden door I didn't know about somewhere. Since you're here all the time, Cannabis Kid, give me an idea for Friday. No. I used a better, find better items potion, but that was a few floors back before that one. And it definitely was a pink potion, not a purple potion. Let's take a look at that. Because we were still killing enemies on that floor. So I cleared out that whole floor before we got to the Minotaur. I mean, before we couldn't find the Minotaur. So I don't think that was it. Yeah, that's the only thing I could think of too. NES or Genesis? I feel like we've done Genesis recently, so we'll go NES. Yeah, I was finding everything else, yeah. Maybe if I'm bored, I'll rewind on the stream and take a look, but I may not, you know. Alright, guys. Glad you had fun. Good night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night.